Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of my vlog. And before I go into what we're here for today, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Today I'm going to answer some questions that my friends asked me on Instagram. If you want to be a part of this community, please go over to my Instagram also, which is at ksnaps_photos, or you can also join me at ksnaps_street. Alright, so my friends asked me some questions and I'm going to dig into that right now. I'm not going to keep up your time. So the first question is from, let me see, from Empress_J, and this question is pretty easy. Where do you live? Currently I'm in China, Nanjing to be exact. However, I live in Jamaica. I am from Jamaica, born Jamaican, strong Jamaican, and I enjoy doing photography in Jamaica. Yes. And my second question is from Ron R876. Yo bro, what's up? Alright, so his question is, when did you start photography? Alright, this question, it's a tricky question for me because I've always been doing photography from ever since. When we had these Kodak and Canon cameras, which you take a picture and then you move that lever to change the film and stuff like that, even without any film. Once the flash is working, once battery is in it, I'm always flashing away. However, to be more precise, I've actually started taking photography professionally since 2017, December to be exact. And this was when my son was born. And the reason I started this because while we were in Russia, my wife and I, when she was pregnant, a lot of people would have come to her and they would have asked like, hey, can we take you on a maternity shoot? Can we do this? And I'm like, nice, great idea. I think I should do something like this also. And because I had the love and the passion for photography ever since, I said, hey, guess what? I'm going to do this. So that's when I started, and that's the reason why I started also. The next question is from Shorty B. Yeah. What are three main things you consider when taking a picture? Alright, the three main things I consider when I'm taking a picture is emotions. That's if I'm taking a person. I like to see emotions, whether it is happiness, whether it is sadness. I think a picture should tell a story. It doesn't matter what story tells you or tells me, but each person that looks on my photo, I think they can think about something that is happening in this photo. The next thing that I look for is light. Light is extremely important. Without light, you don't have shapes, right? So I look for lights, where the light reflects or where the light is actually focusing on. So that's number two. And number three is leading lines. Leading lines, it helps the viewer to look where the photo is focusing on. So if you see a straight line, your eyes is just going to follow that straight line to the focus point. So I always look for leading lines to draw my viewer's attention to what's taking place in my photo. Alright, the next question is from Apple_white_. What's your inspiration? Alright, in terms of inspiration, there are many things that inspires me to do photography on a daily basis. The biggest one is my family, right? I want to do something that I can leave behind when I leave this world, so my family can be proud of and they can say, hey, guess what? Daddy or grandpa or great-grandpa, he was this amazing photographer, and they can actually see my work. They can actually take up my work and look at my work. That's the reason I'm starting to print my work. Yes. The next thing that inspires me is that looking back on previous times, for example, 1950s, 1960s, we can always find photos of what was taking place then. And for me, I definitely want to create some stills, so the next 20 years, next 30 years, next 50 years, people can always look back and say, this was happening this time. So those are my two biggest inspiration about taking photos. Alright, so my next question is from by.uy_designs. How fun do you find photography? I think you want to ask if you find fun in doing photography. Yes, I find a lot of joy in doing photography, because for me, whenever I'm feeling down, whenever I'm feeling stressed. Yes, stressed. I'm human, so we all go through some stress periods depending on what stresses you. But yeah, when I'm feeling these type of sad ways, I normally take up my camera. I normally walk to different locations. I try to find quiet places, and then I'm just lost in nature, snapping away. So yes, I do find joy, I find fun in taking photos. Even taking portraits of models, friends, families, amazing, amazing. Interacting with people is one of my strongest points, so yes, I like it. All right, so the next question is from Shireen_C_McDonald. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years as it relates to your photographic career? All right, nice question. And for me, as I have started photography over 2 years now, and I've seen a vast, tremendous improvement in my work. The next 5 years, I see myself doing extremely great work. What I really want to achieve personally though is I want to achieve a photography studio. That is my biggest target right now. Within the next 5 years, I need a full-time professional photography studio, and that is what I'm working towards. So yes, that's what I want for the next 5 years, or within the next 5 years. But I'm sure great things will happen in between, like doing wonderful portraits of people, doing great events, and taking memorable shots. All right, thank you for your question. So my next question is from Trey_Rollins, and his question is, if you had to choose between flash or no flash for the rest of your life, which would you choose? It's not a difficult question, and I know the reason why you asked this question, Mr. Trey, because whenever we guys are taking photos, I'm always using my flash, and you're like, hey, Mr. Flash man, Mr. Flash guy. But the reason I use flash that much, I'm practicing. That's the reason I use it that much, because I'm practicing. I think I'm comfortable with natural light photography. So I'm practicing as much as I can with the flash. So to your question, if I should choose between, I would remove the flash. I could go natural light for the rest of my life without using a flash. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so my next question is, what is the best software for editing? This is a great question, and it boils down to personal preference. For me, I use Lightroom to do batch editing, and also I use Camera Raw, which is in Photoshop, for like a single photo edit or stuff like that. So that is what I use. However, it boils down to personal preference. There is no best software. I think a person should know what they want to achieve, then they should choose that tool to help them. A lot of people think Photoshop is this software that is extremely difficult to use. I would say it is difficult. However, if you spend some time using it and do some research, you'll definitely find the steps easy to manipulate Photoshop. So yes, if that answers your question. Okay guys, so I've answered all your questions, and I'm imploring the rest of the viewers, please go over to my page, which is @ksnaps_photos or @ksnaps_street, to join this. If you want to be a part of my community, that would be extremely good. So whenever I make my post asking for questions, you guys can actually jump in and be a part of it. Thank you guys for watching. I really and truly enjoy your feedback, your comments. I enjoy everything from you guys. So thank you again. It's a pleasure. See you in the next video. Goodbye.